They say the early bird gets the worm. It also gets to annoy the neighbors. Hey there, kids, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank. I'm that you are having a great day, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a sit back. Chair's not that squeaky today. Relaxing and having a little conversation about a brand new TCG coming to market at the end of this month. That's right, we are talking about Riftbound, a League of Legends trading card game, which is definitely interesting for a number of reasons, the least of which is I have no idea about anything regarding League of Legends. I do not play League of Legends. I did not watch the League of Legends cartoon. So if I get anything wrong in my follow-up videos talking about the game proper, feel free to lambast me about it. In this video, I'm just going to go over the fact that it is a card game. It has some interesting facets about the card game itself that look kind of appealing. And the interesting anecdote that the game itself is not apparently being produced by a completely third-party company. It is falling under the Riot Games umbrella, which means the company that produces League of Legends is also going to be producing the card game for League of Legends, which I just thought was interesting. You don't really see that too often. You usually see licensed TCGs being done by a third-party company. And then Bandai Namco came along and started grabbing all the IPs under their umbrella and just throwing TCGs to the wall and seeing what would stick. But yeah, so Riot Games at the end of this month is releasing Riftbound. It's looking pretty good so far. Some people have gotten their early access product already, so you can see gameplay online. You can see early reviews online. I've watched a lot of it. I've tried my best to absorb the rules as best I can, but I'm the kind of guy who really only gets to really grasp the rules when I'm sitting there actually playing with the cards. So I am not going to do a video talking about the rules, the mechanics, or anything else until the end of this month when the boxes I ordered hopefully arrive. I did order quite a few boxes, and I hope that I get literally any of them. So that'll be fun. The other thing that'll be fun is just looking at the collectibility for this game. It does look like it's going to be a fairly collectible game. In addition to just really nice art that looks like it was pulled out of the world of the video game, there are a bunch of characters, variant versions of those characters, like different cards for the same character. I have no idea which ones are more popular or anything about that. But some cards have alt arts. That's pretty cool, because that means that there is some sort of collectibility to this game. I don't know what the rarity looks like yet. I don't know what the pull rate looks like yet, because again, I have not been able to sit down and actually crack some boxes myself yet. But in addition to the alt arts, there are it's the same alt art, but it's signed. There's alt art cards, and then there's signed alt art cards, which I assume is by the voice actors for the characters rather than like an artist or something like that. You can only assume, right? So there's that. I think that's neat. I think it adds a little bit of extra collectability to the game right off the bat, having some sort of variant set, some variant chase cards that help, at the very least, get some collectability to the game right off the bat, regardless of the size of the print run or its general availability. I'd like to say it looks like a readily available game, but everywhere I've looked after my initial order, it looks like it's sold out pretty much everywhere. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've been a part of that cycle before. I know that a lot of new TCGs, once they come to market, tend to get gobbled up pretty quick, and then it takes a few months before more can come out and demand can be satiated. I saw it with Arcana, and then every single Bandai Namco game, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. The other thing I really want to focus on is I'm really kind of curious what kind of cross compatibility the TCG will have with the video game itself. And when I say that, what I'm really asking is how much intermixing will there be of TCG fans and video game fans? You see, I ask this because back in the day, a long time ago, there was a World of Warcraft trading card game, and it went on for quite a few sets. It had quite the run behind it. And it was noteworthy because it had an inherent built-in gimmick that made it very desirable for fans of the video game. You see, some cards in that game had scratch-off codes you could redeem inside World of Warcraft itself, for mounts, I think. Mounts, loot, etc. So that made World of Warcraft, the TCG, something that fans of World of Warcraft, the video game, would inherently want. Because who doesn't want free stuff for your video game, right? Just gotta pay for the boxes. I'm curious to see if Riftbound will have anything like that for... I forgot the name of the video game, and I just mentioned it, like, not even... League of Legends! There we go! Jeez, I've completely mind-blanked there. I'm curious to see if Riftbound will have anything for League of Legends. Maybe not in the first set, but maybe in a future set, you know, like code cards in the packs or something for in-game rewards. I have no idea how League of Legends works, so keep in mind I'm just spitballing here. You know, in-game currency or something, a new item, a new skin, perhaps, for getting so many code cards from the TCG. Again, these are just random ideas, but ideas I'm curious to see if they'll implement, because I do believe that the best thing you can do with a multimedia property is to have things in both mediums that interplay well. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Pokemon does a really good job with its code card system. You crack open a pack of the Pokemon TCG and it gives you a code to get a pack in the digital version of the TCG. That's just such a freaking good idea. I'm astounded that more companies don't do that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has 2 digital clients. Magic the Gathering has 2 different digital clients, and neither of them have code cards in their packs. It's crazy, right? Meanwhile, Pokemon's living in like the 37th millennium or something, because that's just such a ahead of its time concept. Just, here, you want to play the card game? Well, why not play the digital card game while you're at it? So I'm curious to see if Riftbound's going to do something like that, and I'm kind of curious to see how the game will evolve going forward. Again, I've seen some gameplay, I've watched some product general reviews, so I have the gist of it. I'm curious to see how the game will evolve, how stable the meta will become, and hopefully at the end of this month I will have some product openings for you guys, and a general game review once I've actually had the chance to sit down myself and give it a try. I am curious to try it. Like I've said before, I always want to try new card games as they come out. There's another one. They're Gundam. I missed the first set of Gundam. I was not able to get my orders in for that fast enough, but hopefully I placed some orders for the second set. Hopefully those show up. Hopefully. Wish me luck, guys. So I have Riftbound to try. I have Gundam to try. There's another TCG, another Mecha TCG that was advertised earlier that I'm going to hope to sit down and try at some point. So, yeah, the next few weeks and months should hopefully have some more new TCGs to talk about. And like I said, at the end of the month, I do plan on sitting down and actually giving Riftbound a try and letting you guys know what I think about it. This video is an announcement of an announcement. Just letting you guys know that it is on my radar. I do have, hopefully, some on the way, and tentatively, it looks fun right now. But without having tried it myself, it looks like a good game at the moment. I will let you guys know what I fully think, hopefully within the next 2 weeks or so, but fingers crossed. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sitting through this announcement of an announcement video. Real Team Fortress 2 vibes in here. Oh, Team Fortress 2 doesn't have a card game. We should fix that. We should get a Team Fortress 2 card game at some point. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Are you one of the guys who had early access to the Riftbound cards? If so, send them to me. But thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.